To Kill a Mockingbird.
Thank you. Now, will you identify the man who beat you?
Most certainly will. Sitting right yonder.
Tom, will you stand up, please? Let Miss Mayella have a good long look at you. Tom, will you catch this, please? Thank you. Now then, this time, will you please catch it with your left hand?
I can't, sir.
Why can't you?
I can't use my left hand at all. I got it caught in a cotton gin when I was 12 years old. All my muscles were tore loose.
Is this the man who raped you?
Most certainly is.
How?
So we'll stop there for a second. One of the, obviously, famous scene, one of the most famous legal movies probably of all time, famous novel. What he's doing here is using demonstration to kind of make a point. Obviously, he's making the point that that left hand doesn't work. But more importantly, he's doing a little bit of entertaining, right? So what most people don't realize is that trials, they can be really boring. In fact, it's no secret that sometimes judges, attorneys, and even jurors have fallen asleep during trials. So one of the things that you want to do when you can is to really engage the jury visually instead of just having them hear testimony, which quite frankly could get very boring. So that's what the attorney is doing here, and it's really effective, right? He's throwing the glass, he's getting the jury's attention, and he's trying to make a point without actually really saying anything at this point to kind of bring that point home. So many of you have seen this, I'm sure. Let's see what happens next.
I don't know how. He done it. He just done it.
You have testified that he choked you and he beat you. You didn't say that he sneaked up behind you and knocked you out cold, but that you turned around and there he was. You want to tell us what really happened?
I got something to say. And then I ain't gonna say no more. He took advantage of me. And if you fine, fancy gentlemen ain't gonna do nothing about it, then you're just a bunch of lousy, yellow, stinking cowards. The whole bunch of you. And your fancy ass don't come to nothing. Your mammon and your Miss May Ellen, it don't come to nothing, Mr. Finch.
Sit down there.
Pretty dramatic scene there. And probably not one that you're going to see all too often in a courtroom. And how effective is that when it comes to cross-examination, right? He barely asked a few questions. First, he illustrates his point, right? When he can't use that left hand. And then just basically goes back over her own testimony to kind of get her to break down, right? It's very effective. He's not even being aggressive. That's a really great strategy for the attorney to use here. A lot of times when you watch legal movies and legal shows, you see a really aggressive attorney. A lot of times the juries don't like to see that, right? They want to see some decorum in the courtroom. They want to see you acting professionally. They don't want to see you beating up witnesses. Unless they really, really deserve it, sometimes it's okay. But here he didn't have to do that. Very, very skilled, makes his point, and the witness just loses it. She just completely breaks down because she knows she's been caught in a lie. And it's a good thing for film, and doesn't happen very often in the courtroom.
Atticus? Gilmer?
The state rests, Judge.
And there you have it. Prosecution doesn't even try to rehabilitate the witness. He could have come back and tried to ask questions. He has that look of defeat on his face, closes his case and leaves it up to the jury. Great scene. And, it's just one of those things where Hollywood makes it look so amazing and so impressive. That kind of stuff doesn't always happen in a courtroom. But you saw some skilled lawyering there to get that witness to break down.